All right, welcome back everybody to the channel. So, video I just posted just recently was, I forgot what I called the darn thing. All right, everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Matt, and this is the Gaming Corner. Now, just recently, I uploaded a video called Not Good. That was talking about third-party controllers, like the Retrobit Bluetooth wireless controller for the Genesis, on the Retron 5 that I have over here while playing Mortal Kombat. Now, what was happening was these controllers were registering as a 3-button controller, not a 6. I also went with the hyperkin made controller that they make for the Genesis and for their consoles, their retro consoles, their Retron 5, the Retron HD, all that. I even went with that controller and it was the same thing. It registered as a 3-button instead of a 6. What you didn't see tested in that video were these ones. I didn't test out the Retrobits Big 6 controller. These have the exact same problem. I have this one and I have a wired version because I like the way these looked at first. You know, I still like the way they look. There are some very good looking controllers, but even those had the same issue. So all my third-party controllers, the newer ones that are made today, especially the ones from Retrobit and the ones from Hyperkin, all registered as 3-button controllers in 6-button fighting games. Now, what you didn't see in the test was this game. Or the other Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. It did the same thing in this too. Which, this is the one that made me think that was weird because I actually already have a saved game in here with my high score using one of the 6-button controllers and it worked fine. And I don't remember which 6-button controller I used. So, I don't have any recording of that. So I can't tell which one I was using. But also in that not good video that I posted, I did mention I forgot to test my 8-bit Do controller. There was also 2 other third-party controllers that I own that I forgot to test. Not just the 8-bit Do. I have 2 other ones. And the funny part is, the 8-bit Do, I love this controller by the way. This is one hell of a great controller. But this one was actually sitting over here in this big ass mess that I had over here. And I totally missed it when I looked through it. But I do have it here now today, so we will be retesting this one. But I also forgot to test. Now, this controller that I'm about to show, I love the design on it. The D-pad is a little funky because it's a raised D-pad, but the design is well worth it, especially if you're going to play this game or the other Street Fighter game. It's a Street Fighter controller, and this is made by Retrobit again. I don't even know if you can still get this one. I found it on Amazon. It is Genesis and PC compatible, so that's freaking awesome. But you gotta love that design, man. You got Ryu on there. That is just awesome. The other controller I forgot to test, which was actually hooked up to my Saturn because it is compatible with both. This company that makes this controller is my other favorite company to go to. And that is the Retro Fighter. I find these controllers to be awesome. This one has some flaws. One of the biggest flaws is where they put the analog stick, especially being that close to the D-pad. That just is not a great spot to put it at. But physically-wise, this is an awesome-ass controller. This thing works great. So we got to test this one, the other Retrobit, and the 8-bit Do. So, without further ado, I'm going to get my face set up properly. Oh, I want to mention one last thing before I get into it. I'm also going to retest this. I do have, like I said, I bought 2 of these. As you can see. So, I tested this one yesterday. It did not work. I'm just going to double check this one. I got a feeling the results are going to be the same, but I'm going to double check with this one to see what happens. You probably won't see anything on the testing of this one unless all of a sudden, out of a miracle, it works right. But I don't think it will. Alright, so now here we are back on the Retron screen. We're just going to go straight into Game Star. I'm not putting in the blood code or anything. Still nothing. Wait. Oh no, I was hitting the other block button. Alright, still nothing. Alright, so as you can see, no difference with this. Same problem. Alright, so we're going to move on to the Street Fighter 2 Retro Bit controller. We're going to see what this one does. See if it works right. My guess is going to be it won't. We're just going to go with Kano. I don't feel like switching, guys. Alright, so here we go with the Street Fighter one. Plug-in 6-button controller. And, oh, look at that. It actually works. Holy shit. Alright, this might become my controller I use on here. That is odd that this one actually works. Alright, so we got one that works. And now, test out. Oh, and it's a good response time. Nice. So maybe this will become the controller I use on here. Alright, this one's a pass. So this will probably be the one I will use from now on the Retron 5. We're going to go with the Retro Fighters Brawler Gen. Like I said, this is actually a pretty good one. It works on the Saturn and the Genesis. So let's give this one a try. Alright, gonna start with the X button, high punch. Yep, this one works too. Alright, nice. And no delay in any of the button pushes. That's good. That is good. No delay. Alright. That leaves us one controller to test. These 8-bit do controllers are freaking nice. These things work great. I love these over the retro bit ones. So these are nice. Alright, let's give it a shot. We're just going to pop in Kano again. I'm going to start with the X button. No, holy shit. I was not expecting that. Alright. I got nothing from any of those two. That is insane. Alright, so let's get into the conclusion of what I just found out. So, the 8-bit do wireless controller does not pick itself up as a 6-button controller on the Retron 5 from Hyperkin, which is odd. I mean, there could be a firmware update that I'm not aware of right now. I might have to look into that because that could be part of the issue. Could be with this. Could be with the Hyperkin's Retron 5. Could just be an update. Who knows? But we do know that the Retro Fighters Brawler Gen does work. So this one works just fine, and the Retrobit Street Fighter controller works fine. So basically what I'm finding out is all the wireless ones do not, which is very strange. But at least I know of 3 wired controllers that work. This one, the Retro Fighters, and an actual Genesis one all work fine. So I just gotta figure out which one I want to use, because, you know, I do like that design. Hate the D-pad, love the design. Alright everybody, that will conclude this little research I was doing. And other than that, all I can say is, truthfully, if you're looking for really great third-party controllers right now, especially newer ones, I do recommend the 8-bit do. This one is insane. So this is one I do recommend. And I also recommend Retro Fighter controllers. So, other than that, in conclusion, you know, that's how this video will end, is that I did find at least 3 controllers that will work just fine on my Retron 5, so I'll end up using one of those type idea. I do got one other one I need to find, my 2.4 gigahertz one, because I had a different wireless controller hooked up to this at one point, and I thought it worked fine. So I got to find out where my 2.4 one went again, and just try that one out. I'm not going to make a video on that, but that is one I do need to test. So, all right, everybody, I want to thank you for watching. I know this video kind of dragged on a little bit again because I blabber a lot. But I do thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.